Welcome to our Safe Fruit podcast. It's all about fermented turmeric today. Thank you for coming. Many of you have asked that we talk about fermented turmeric and its value. Well, you're going to learn why fermented turmeric gives us glowing health and glowing skin. Remember that everything we talk about today that has something to do with the gut health, and the gut-skin connection. So put all that together, it's wonderful. All herbs were fermented anciently. Records show that turmeric was the king of all the herbs. It was added to every herbal blend. Fermentation produces lots of probiotic microbes. They improve our gut immune system, and 80% of our immune system is in our guts. Now, here are a few things that science says about fermented turmeric, and then we're going to get to some interesting little stories. Fermented turmeric greatly reduces the risk of cancer. It improves gut health and absorption, lowers the risk of inflammatory diseases, increases curcumin absorption, reduces arthritis pain, and joint dysfunction. Turmeric increases antioxidants. Just the fermented turmeric itself brings antioxidants of its own, and then increases what's already there in turmeric. Fermented turmeric gives our guts amazing prebiotics and microbiome diversity. Our fermented turmeric gives us everything Mother Nature made and nothing else. That's what I want most of us to remember. Chemicals are in everything now, and they're a leading cause of chronic diseases. Daily intake of real turmeric and real curcumin protect us from toxic chemicals. Now, our chemical culture has been at war with nature for decades. Any process other than fermentation, I really want us to think about this. Any process other than fermentation, which is an ancient ritual of protecting food and herbs, any process other than fermentation of turmeric and curcumin require chemicals, various solvents of all kinds of chemicals, various solvents are needed to make extracts, to make turmeric water soluble, to nanosize turmeric, to lyophilize turmeric, and the list goes on. The chemicals don't have to be listed on the label either because they're upstream from when the product's produced. Here's another one. Synthetic curcumin is on the market and it is legal to call it natural. Isn't it a joke to say that curcumin requires chemicals to be absorbed? Thousands of years of use defeat this claim. It's a marketing ploy. Curcumin is absorbed easily when it's a part of the other 230 plus compounds in turmeric, especially the turmeric oils. Here's a very recent example. You remember pepper and piperine were reported in science. It's a nanoderivative. Piperine is a nanoderivative of pepper. They were reported that curcumin is absorbed 2,000 times faster and more if you add piperine to it. Well, not so fast. It increases absorption and causes liver damage. Natural turmeric has never, ever caused any liver toxicity. That's why we have to remember our ancient roots and separate them from what's happening today where we're being marketed, and sometimes that can be dangerous. Here's a fun story though. The French paradox tells us a real story. Resveratrol, which we all know is in grapes and dark grapes, and it's really good for us. It's like turmeric. It's got a lot of great things it does for our body. Well, science reports that Frenchmen drinking wine, fermented grapes, get more resveratrol in their blood than the Frenchmen taking resveratrol in capsules. Now, that's because the resveratrol has been separated from every other component in the grapes that helps it to be absorbed. This is a great example of how fermented turmeric taken with any food at all will get into our blood plasma without any problems. Now, we're soon going to release Curcuma Max. We add the perfect amount of real fermented curcumin to our fermented turmeric powder. Now we can take the amount daily of turmeric and curcumin reported in clinical trials to resolve our health issue. If we want to match diabetes or heart disease with what clinical trials say is an optimal amount of curcumin, we probably don't even need that much because we're putting it fermented with turmeric. But it's a good thing to think about. Your thoughts always enrich our thoughts and create great ideas for us. Please email me at diane@americanturmeric.com with your ideas. Thank you for listening. I value your thoughts and I value you. Hope to see you later and look forward to speaking with you. Bye now.